Powered by the Montana Television Network. The 10 o'clock news continues on KPAX, Montana's news leader.
Officers across the Northwest remembering a Washington State deputy killed earlier this month in Parkland out by Tacoma. More than 650 emergency vehicles lined up in a procession to take fallen Pierce County Sheriff's Department Deputy Daniel McCartney to a public memorial at Pacific Lutheran University. McCartney, a 34-year-old Navy veteran and married father to 3 young boys, was shot during a foot chase earlier this month as he went to a drug-related home invasion near the small community of Frederickson, about 15 miles outside of Tacoma. McCartney died in the hospital hours later. One suspect in his mid-30s was found dead at the scene. Another was arrested and is now facing charges after an hours-long manhunt.
Yellowstone National Park officials are looking for a suspect after 52 bison were released from their holding pens. Park staff arrived on Tuesday morning at the Stevens Creek facility where they discovered that the animals that were being held for possible were gone. According to the park, the missing bison were being held in 2 separate pens. They were being tested for brucellosis as part of a possible conservation program to create new herds of disease-free bison. Yellowstone Park Superintendent Dan Wank said in a statement that this is an egregious criminal act that sets back bison conservation, and added it delays critical ongoing discussions about a quarantine program and the transfer of live Yellowstone bison to tribal lands. The park is aggressively investigating the incident. The park hasn't yet located any of the missing bison, so anyone with information is encouraged to call the Yellowstone National Park tip line. The 2 Koreas have agreed to form a combined women's ice hockey team and march together under one flag at next month's Winter Olympics in Pyeongchang, South Korea. South Korea's chief negotiator made the announcement at a news conference and said both countries would participate in joint cultural events and training for their ski teams. The 2 Koreas will compete as a unified team in the Olympics for the first time, although they have joined forces at other international sporting events before. The agreement marks a major breakthrough in years of frosty ties between the 2 countries and in the last year's heightened tensions over the North's nuclear missile provocations.
Coming up in Health Watch, an update on the flu season in Montana. See how things look in the Missoula and Flathead areas next.